February review here in Football Manager 2012 with Liverpool, and this is how the league looks at the moment. Man City leading the way again, dreary now, but Man United again. It's just a fluctuation of different teams. I mean, Arsenal are back up there now; they're only a couple of points behind us. Chelsea, though, back down into seventh. Southampton are ahead of them. Tottenham falling away, or not falling away. I mean, they're only 6 points, but big difference again this time around in the teams who are contesting for the title. We're all jostling positions. I mean, yeah, there's only a few points in it. I mean, if I'd done this last week, I mean, the week before, it could have been all in different places. I don't know, but yeah, this is how the league looks. Southampton are doing really well. But before all that, of course, I'm going to show you, before we get into anything else, I'm going to show you my transfers. Not too many have, not much has actually gone on here. The main one, Ron Lescott, who never really quite made it. I mean, he's at Huddersfield now. He was alright, he didn't really have, again, wasn't the impact player I wanted him to be. He was never going to get in front of players such as Alaba, Goetze, Sadler, in that centre midfield role. I mean, Sadler can play CM, by the way. And yeah, he was never going to get in front of these players, and I was like, well, he's not, I mean, his stats are decent, these are pretty decent. But he's not a Liverpool player. He'd probably get into the current Liverpool team, in real life, but I don't think he'd get into this Liverpool team. And Christian Eriksen, who I just couldn't. Well, okay, this is the problem. Now I had to let him go. Now this is a problem here. Now he wasn't. It's not going to retire, and he's got a few years left in him. I always have this thing where rather than play the old guard, if you will, I always want to play and blood in youth players. Now that may mean sacrificing one or two things. You might lose the odd match, but if you can get these players up to top quality, if you keep giving them games, likes of Alonso, Motta, Massari, all in centre midfield, if I favour them over Eriksen, obviously Eriksen gets a bit pissy. I mean, he didn't play at all last year. He played like 3 games last year. Obviously, he wasn't going to stand for it this time, so he says, I want to leave. So I was like, fair enough, your contract's up, you can go. I don't need you anymore. Well, I do need you, but he still. Anytime I played him, he was good. But that was the problem. It was like, why do I want to keep playing this older player? I want to blood in the youth. So it's a difficult decision, but I ended up going with youth because that's that's my policy. I'll come back to Gola here in a moment. This is Jürgen Schug, or I think it's any Germanic people here can help me out how you pronounce that. Is it Schug or Schug? Jürgen, I know how to say Jürgen, but yeah, he's a big lad. He's 6'4", of building up this massive tower of defence. We've got Simon Moore, who's a monster at 6'7". We had Kajir, who's tall. We've got this guy. We've got who else have we got? Tom Wheeler's quite big. So we've got all these great players. Now this guy though, Valdemar Gola, who is he's 15, and he looks very, very good indeed. He has 3.5-star potential. Which is the same as Pedro Acosta, who's probably my best defender. And he's only, that at 15. That's Steven Gerrard said that. Let's give it to Rodolfo. Let's see what he says. He says 3-star. Still pretty decent. That's at 15. 3-star at 15 is quite good. He's got good heading for that. His teamwork's pretty good. Bear in mind, these attributes will go up, and they always will increase. I think I have. Have I played him already? I haven't there, but I will. Dortmund, once again, producing very good players. I have not played him yet, but in the future I will play him. And he has his Premier League debut. I think he will, in fact, break the record as youngest player. Look at that. It's the 5th of the 8th, 2011. He wasn't born when I started this save. That's how far in I'm getting to this now. There are players who weren't born when the save started. So, yeah. He's only 15. He looks very, very good, possibly. And here, what I've got here is, though, and what a lot of people overlook because the game doesn't sort of present it as a big thing, because it's not in your face like most things are important. The game will tell you it's in your face. One thing that I think the game overlooks, and a lot of people overlook here, is chemistry. Now it's in FIFA, obviously. You go on FIFA, you have a team chemistry when you're building your ultimate team, and you have players who are certain nationality or already at a certain club that will build team chemistry. One other thing that FM also does is chemistry, and a lot of people overlook it. Even simple things by just having 2 German centre-backs. Schug himself's only 23. And I know that's 8 years, but when he's 19, 20, he'll be what 28, 29. Still good few years. They could certainly partner up. I mean, there probably is too much an age gap, but I think chemistry is a big thing, and if you can have a lot of players who are similar nationalities, I mean, I know I can't say that personally as I've got a load of League of Nations squads going on over here, but yeah, I think chemistry is a big thing. Now I signed him for 25. I've only signed him for just under 3. I had some money. I was like, okay, I might as well spend it. I had otherwise I was going to be left with a transfer case of like 120 million. I was like, well, might as well spend it on something, And he will be Cajea's replacement. So, yeah, let's go over the fixtures then. How have we done? We started very nicely in the Community Shield with a 3-0 victory over Chelsea. Afo Shimpi of all teams, who players who has actually come back now, and Jerry Moore finishing it off very nicely there. Although Chelsea did have the better of the game, had a good pre-season. Beat Milan actually. We played Milan and we beat them. Another penalty miss. I swear to God. Played the Northern Irish, the Northern Irish Civil Service, and then the something Black Aces. And yeah, we had some really good games. We played a lot of really interesting teams. Southampton, they beat us. They fucking beat us on the. Even though we dominated this game, last 5 minutes they scored a goal. Now, before we get into any of this, I just want to show you now. I've talked about the league table. I'm just going to show you past positions here. Let me just show you Liverpool. We have gradually gotten better as the season gone on. We had a bit of a shaky start. If you had a quick look before I moved on at some of the results. Let me just show you Southampton. They have been bouncing up and down the table. They were top. And obviously they moved down, so that's how tight it has been. But they until about game 19, they were in that fucking title race. And they were doing remarkably well. So don't think, oh, you just got beat by a lower team. Look, they're 6th right now. Southampton are a damn good team. So don't underestimate them. So they beat us, but we then played Chelsea again. This time going one better, beating them 4-0 at home. They really didn't have an answer to us this time. They have more possession, but there you go. Then we had a bit of another thing here, rocky start again against Leicester. Striker's not at the best, unfortunately. Then we had 2 back-to-back defeats. One in the Champions League against Benfica. Again, it was just nightmares. Not good. I played Brett Torrance here, who I'll get back to in a few minutes. Trying to blood in the youth here. Let me just see, I can't even remember actually. Yeah, and then we played Manchester United. Got beat there. Now you're thinking, why are you playing this Torrance kid? Who is he? Well, let me put it to you this way. Where is he? Basically, he's one of the few youth players I have a bit of faith in because he looks quite good. Fredinho got 4. I'm just trying to remember which game it was. Was it 2-0? That was 4-0 against Sunderland. No, it wasn't that. I'm trying to just sort of open up and expand this team. I'll show you the Champions League actually. I'll just show you this. We qualified easily. Benfica. That was one little with Benfica there. That was one little blip against Benfica, but we came back there 6-5-2. That's against Sofia. But we did beat Benfica at their place. As you can see, we gradually improve now over the season. Let me just show you this though. It's really a bit of a run here. Right, we're back up. Yeah, look at that. I think that was a record, like a club record of just straight wins. There. But the thing there. Now this Tottenham. This is a great game. Got battered, but we somehow we basically every shot we had. It was one of those games where it was just like everything went in. We didn't have a lot of the ball, but anytime we went forward, they hit the fucking target, and it was like, why is this happening? How are we so good all of a sudden? Gaffanini there with 2. As you can see, 4 on target, 4 goals. We won. Goetz with the 80th minute winner. 5-0 against West Brom. I'm trying to remember, where did Brett Torrance come into? I can't even, I'll show you in a minute. Why am I playing him? I'll show you that in a minute. 9 here, Goetz with 4 against Blackburn. Crazy, I know. 5 against Newcastle. Sadler with a hat-trick, so we really did improve. Even, undefeated at this point now. This game against Arsenal, better than most, I suppose, better than most seasons when we actually lost them quite badly. They've got a player called, I think it's Everton, but look at that. That's not like your screen cutting off there. That is actually the E. which is a bit weird. I don't know how you pronounce that, but he's called Everton, and he scored against us. The Forbes there got the in the last 5 minutes with the goal for them, but that was pretty frustrating. Um, we played Norwich in the League Cup quarter final. Lawson got a goal and Garfanino. This is where I played a lot of young players here. Torrance, who came through my youth academy, so did Lawson, um, Egan, Larba, who's getting on a bit now, Alonso, Motta, all quite young players. Um, and then we had FA Cup tie, which was against Sheffield United. Renato Novella, who I have a lot of hopes on with, 21-year-old, and he's been here for years, since he was about 15. He's doing really well, as you can see. He can play anywhere pretty much. He can play at left back, right back, left winger. So yeah, he's very versatile, and he got 2 goals. And then unfortunately that streak came to an end with a defeat against Man City. I thought we gained a point, but Philippe Lebris with the last 10 minutes or so, we getting them a goal. Played Chelsea again, beat them 2-0. Goetz and Alaba with the goals at Stamford Bridge, so it's been a clean sweep against Chelsea. And we played Manchester United at Old Trafford in the League Cup semi, so for the first time in ages we're actually somewhere in the League Cup. Dirty game, but overall pretty happy with it. We soaked up a lot of possession. And what that meant is we took them back to our home, Judd Park. I hate saying it, but it's a bit makes me feel very self-centered, but I can't help it. Goetz and Moore Matei with 3 goals to put us into the League Cup final. So we're on a run again. We're doing really well in the League Cup, and that's good to see. 3-0 against West Brom in the FA Cup. So maybe this could be our year for the quad. Could very well be, possibly. Unfortunately, we got lost 1-0 to Manchester United last game, which was pretty disappointing. But I just want to show you this squad. So that's where we are at currently. All with sharing the spoils at the moment, with Fredinho, Moore and Goetz with 14 goals each. Bergen with 11, Sadler with 9, Novello has 4, Matai has 5, Torrance has 2. Now I just want to talk about Torrance. Let me just make sure, was it last year? No, it wasn't last year. This guy has 5 goals in 9 appearances. That's not bad for someone who apparently is not good enough. He's only 19. I'm just trying to remember which bloody games it was in. I can't even remember. Was it? No, it wasn't against Chelsea. Was it Derby? Yes, here. We battered them. This was a pretty understrength team. I brought him in just because I wanted to see how good he was. And eventually he did quite well. He got a goal against Derby. I think that was his first goal. Yeah, I think it was. Actually, I'll show you it because I like showing off my youth team players. But he did really well in this game. I think he was man of the match actually. Let me just have a look. Here it is now anyway. Great ball here. Oh yeah, look at this piece of skill. Just doesn't completely, and there's his first goal. That was his actual first goal as well. And as you can see, he was man of the match. That's why I played him a lot more. And he's all right. I mean, for what he's worth, he's not a great player by any means, but he's a good option. From Wrexham apparently, and he's a good option. Why not? Ahead of got Fredinho, Goetz, Moore. Just want to go over as well. Carlos Fierro. I just can't find a reason to play him. It's like he's 32. He's really good still, but I just hope he doesn't get pissy at me. That's all. I'm hoping at the moment. And yeah, we've got the 3 up top there. It's like, why am I changing? Why would I change that? Now you may have noticed one other thing there: a change in formation. Let me just see. Was it shown here? No, it wasn't. Okay, Ericsson actually played there. Look at that. I'm just trying to think. When did this formation change come in? Now I changed the formation. It's actually become a main formation of mine. Yeah, here. It was about here. I'm sorry, not just squad. Tactics. Where is it? Yeah, diamond. I don't think it is an official diamond. I just called it that just because I couldn't think of a name. But I've kept 4-4-2 in the asymmetrical 4-3-2-1. But the main reason I've done this was Steven Gerrard has now actually become my assistant manager. If I just show you here, there you go, Gerrard. He's all right. I mean, one thing it was, I think. I'm just trying to think which game it was. I holidayed one game. I think it may have actually been this Chelsea game. No, it wasn't. Okay. I think it was. God, what was it? think of Holiday, this League Cup game, and the players were like this, and I was like, whoa, why's the formation like this? And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll stick with it. And I actually stuck with that formation, and we went on this run, and I was like, my new formation right here. It is, I don't actually know what it is. I think it's I suppose you'd call it a 4-5-1. Well, no, it's a 4-1-2-2-1. I don't know if that is actually a diamond or not. I don't know why I called it a diamond. I thought it was, but I don't think it is. Uh, I don't know. But yeah, I suppose it'd be a 4-5-1, but it's not. It's a 4-1-2-2-1. Surely, make your own mind up with that. I don't know. So Champions League. Then who are we going to be playing? We are going to be playing Juventus. So that should be a very good game. So yeah, I think we are done here. So thanks for watching, lads. That is now you are totally updated, and I will actually. Is Torrance? Where's he travelling to? He's actually gone into the. He's always in the Wales under-21 setup, so that's pretty good. He's like 18 under-21 goals and 27 under-21 in caps, so that's not bad. Similar type of player to Goetz. I think he is going to be that good. Let me show you a report on him, actually. Useful player, 2 stars. Why not use him and keep him? Got nothing to lose. So, yeah, now a few people again want to show my finances, been asked for that about that, so I'll just show you that as well. That's that really. That's what the finances look like. We're not really going down anywhere. We have a slight loss every month, but it's not too too mad. We've got all sorts of sponsorship deals here. Crazy. There's my transfer budget. That's how much is remaining. Income. There's a lot of income actually. I haven't looked at this myself. Yeah, I don't know. Look at that spike. Yeah. So if you know what that means, then go ahead. I don't personally. So. Yeah, so there you go. That's the finances there. Go pause it if you want to look at a detailed look at it. But yeah, so there we are. That's it for me. So thanks for watching. Give the video a like, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.